Premature birth is the #1 cause of death in children under the age of 5. The mission of the March of Dimes is to improve the health of babies by preventing birth defects, premature birth, and infant mortality. Here is one family's story.
Our very first experience as parents was with a preemie. Our first son was born 6 weeks early, Elijah, and he's 12 now. And then our second son was also born 6 weeks early, and we knew he was coming early, so we were able to get some medical help for him so he didn't have quite as many complications. Then we're unable to have children for a number of years and decided to adopt. So we adopted a couple kids, and of course, as soon as we had finalized the adoption that year, we got pregnant.
There were complications starting at about 7 weeks, and real intense pain starting at about 11 weeks. Bed rest soon after, until she decided to make her entrance and we couldn't stop it any longer, which was 24 weeks and 6 days.
When she was born, she was 1 pound, 4 ounces. Half the babies that are born at that gestation period don't make it.
Her head was about the size of a cutie orange.
She had a lot of developing that she should have done still in the womb that she had to do in the real world. So we call this the measuring bear because we were told early on by one of the nurses, get a little stuffed animal that you can put next to her to take pictures of. This is about how big she was. She was a little bit longer, but she was skinnier than this bear when she was born.
She was about half the width of the bear.
And that'll show her growth with something tangible. So the first time I saw her was just about 20 minutes after she was born. She was wrapped in plastic because that keeps her body heat in. You're not able to prepare yourself for that ahead of time, what it's going to be like to meet your daughter that early. It's not what you imagined it was going to be like.
I don't like the first time that I saw her. I don't remember it very well. She was born at 3:45 p.m. on Sunday. I saw her about 6 o'clock the next morning. So they took me into her little NICU room and put my wheelchair next to her isolette and opened the little armholes so I could stick my hand in, but I couldn't see her. It's not a fun memory for me, seeing her for the first time at all. Holding her for the first time was so satisfying.
We finally got to the day where they said, okay, she's ready to go home. And it was on day 100 of her stay in the NICU. She was due on May 11th and she came home on May 4th. The whole time that she should have been in the womb developing, she was in the NICU.
I like her being home with us. I missed her. When she's crying, pick her up and walk around with her.
Sometimes I just walk over and ask to hold her and snuggle her for a few minutes.
The way our other kids feel about her is just a joy to watch. Just the other day, she was cackling her head off at her older sister doing something that she thought was really, really funny and just laughing and laughing and laughing about it. She was exactly what we needed for our whole family. Any of the research that's being done now is going to be used in NICUs tomorrow and is going to make a difference, a real tangible difference for real people, real moms and dads who are going through one of the biggest struggles in their lives as they're watching their child and praying for their child and hoping their child will survive. That sort of holistic approach that they take, I think, is going to be really key to going into those next steps of what the future of neonatology, what the future of prenatal care for these high-risk pregnancies is going to look like. I think it's going to come from that kind of research that March of Dimes is doing.
One of my most favorite things that I got to do was to buy her stocking. And it matches Lydia's, and it's got her name embroidered on it. And we have a ladder in the living room that we tie all of the stockings to because we don't have a mantle. And so now the ladder is complete and all of our family gets to be together in one spot.
Today, the March of Dimes is the leading nonprofit organization for pregnancy and baby health.